after Barcelona made it to the top 8 of the Champions League, and an interviewer asked Hansi Flick what he think about the EPL. He said the best league in the world is the Premier League because they have invested the most money. They can buy many players. You can see them in the transfer market every year. And this report have been going around, and I see a lot of people, a lot of Premier League fans, talking about this particular report. And some of them say positive things, some of them are saying negative things, right? That's why is it that La Liga fans always come to say La Liga is more better than Premier League, that the coach of Barcelona have said it all. Yet there is no debate in this. There is absolutely no debate. There is no point of trying to, gaslight the Premier League or trying to rub it on your faces that La Liga is better than Premier League. It is never. Nobody can do that, right? What I have always maintained is when it comes to the technicality of the game, when it comes to technicality, I see La Liga ahead of Premier League. But when you talk about the spotlight, when you talk about exciting games, when you talk about competition, when you talk about money spending, you give it to Premier League. You give it to Premier League because I cannot imagine that a club like Sunderland, for example, will be spending much more than Barcelona. When you bring Barcelona and bring Sunderland, there is no way you can compare these two. But when you talk about spending, you can see Sunderland spend more than Barcelona. So you can give it to Barcelona. And I am not faulting Hansi Flick for this statement. I am totally in support of what he said. Because when you look at the teams in the first 8, imagine having like 6 teams and you have 5 being among the first 8. Having 5 teams from the Premier League making it to the top 8. So it's crazy. Right? So I think for me, Hansi Flick said it all. So the best league in the world is Premier League. Nobody go to argue this one. Nobody they argue this one. So you see how they spend. How much have Liverpool spent? They won the league last season, and you see how much they spent to get players. You see clubs like Arsenal. How much did they spend to get the services of the players they have right now? Look at Man City. Look at Chelsea. Right? So you see all these teams. You cannot compare. Vertically, you can see La Liga teams struggling to even sign one player. And as soon as you even sign, you struggle to register the player or two. So that is crazy. So I think it's in line with what he said, and it's very, very okay, and it's very, very right for what he has said, that the Premier League is the best league in the world because they have invested money. They have invested money. So there is no way to argue this. Nobody went here correct will argue this one. You can't argue this. Right? But when you talk about the technicality of the game, I still feel that La Liga is ahead. The only thing that Premier League has when it comes to the play is the excitement it brings. We talk about the physicality, the pace, everything, right? So tell me what you think about this in the comment section. Let's go, guys.